Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody from Saigon.
Today is gonna be a work day, which we haven't vlogged any work days recently, and we've kind of abandoned our idea of a recharge day from our first month of travel. But today we're gonna show you what our new work days are looking like. First thing on the agenda.
I think this is like the first time I've ordered like wrap for breakfast. So I went with a smoothie bowl. Y'all, look how big that is. I thought I was gonna starve after, but
So the smoothie bowl itself was $3 plus the Grab Delivery app, so in total it came out to $4 delivered to our building.
Yeah, not bad at all.
And next, we're hoping that the stores have restocked on water because we desperately need water for today. And I also need my breakfast. I'm a little bit cheaper. So Winmart hasn't restocked the big gallon jugs or the 1.5 liter bottles, so let's go check out 7-Eleven. Yay, 7-Eleven has waters. I'm also gonna grab a Vietnamese coffee. And my breakfast is gonna be one of these egg salad sandwiches that I've been eyeing for a few days now. We pretty much stopped recording any of our work days because it's honestly really boring. We just sit in bed all day and hang out with our computers. But today we're gonna be trying something new. We're actually gonna be doing a lot more delivery stuff than we normally do, because we don't do any delivery stuff normally. And also one of our big questions before traveling was how we're gonna be balancing our work and our exploring while we're over here. Normally we'll go out and like pick up some food on our work days. And even though that's pretty cheap to do, it does cost a lot of time. It's like minimum an hour every time we leave the house. So today we're gonna try a new experiment. We're gonna do all delivery and see if those few dollars that we spend on delivery end up saving us significant time. So let's try it out. Pretty much anywhere we have to go in our neighborhood involves crossing these two streets to get over there. And just crossing these streets alone adds a whole lot of stress and a whole lot of time to our days. We also realized that we're just being like super cheap in Asia, which Asia is already a fraction of the cost of our life back home. And a $4 smoothie bowl is not gonna break the bank. But if we go back to the US and spend $15 on the exact same thing, that will start to break the bank. So I kind of figured while we're here, we might as well enjoy stuff we normally would. Ugh, I need to breathe.
Yeah, you sound like you're like gonna have anxiety. You're just like me.
So we figured that while we're here, we might as well enjoy stuff we normally wouldn't at home while it's affordable for us. I'm more of a egg salad sandwich bagel kind of guy, but I guess this will do.
This is also my first ever smoothie bowl. And I already like smoothies. You already know, coconut smoothie. But I was like, oh, you know, let's do something different. And it did not disappoint in the slightest. And the flavor is like really good. It's got like dragon fruit, strawberries, banana, apple, plum, and it's pink. You're like, oh my god, that sounds just like me.
Now that we're both fed, we're gonna hunker down and do some work for the next, I don't know, few hours. Rest of the day, we'll see how we're feeling. But we got a lot of videos to get through, so we'll see you in a bit. It only took 5 hours, but now I have 4 whole videos ready to get exported, including the first Songkran video in Chiang Mai, which I'm so excited for. But it usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes per video to get exported, so it's gonna be a little while, and I can't use my computer. It is also 6 p.m. right now, which means it's about time for us to figure out dinner. Normally that means going out and spending an hour figuring out what dinner is gonna be and figure out what we want and ordering and then getting back here and crossing big streets. But we're doing something new today. We're gonna try a Grab Delivery dinner because I think for $1 or $2, I think that saves an hour and that's worthwhile. Plus it's about to rain. There's a lot of thunder right now and it's pretty gray outside.
Yeah, what better time to order delivery? Not for the drivers though. They are literally the backbone of society here.
Oh yeah, like half the motorcycles on the streets are just Grab drivers. So we're gonna scroll through the app. We can't understand most of the stuff because it's all in Vietnamese. We end up having to translate a whole bunch. But we're gonna try and figure out dinner here. And red lights are totally optional here, as we've learned. And when you're a pedestrian trying to navigate that, it's pretty rough.
Oof, how we feel after working all day.
Figured out what's for dinner and got that ordered. Should be here in like 20 minutes. But we have an early morning tomorrow, our first one in well over a month. So after doing our real jobs that pay the bills, gonna have to knock out pretty quickly. We wrap up around like midnight, so I gotta go to sleep like right away at midnight.
Oh man, talking about sleep makes me sleepy.
Scratch that. The restaurant just canceled our order. So I gotta figure out something else for dinner. Okay, trying this again. Ooh. The lighting keeps getting closer.
Yeah, the lighting's real close.
Ordered from another restaurant. Should be here in 20 minutes once again. Hopefully.
So, yeah, hopefully it works this time.
And 20 minutes later, our food is here. So let's run down and get it. Secured the halal bag. For dinner, we got some falafel sandwiches delivered. Look how massive these things are.
Yeah, it kind of looks like we ordered at a Mexican restaurant. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Like if a tortilla looks like that, you know it's gonna be good.
Looking back at all of our Hanoi footage, I realized that for all the times that I got falafel while we were there, we didn't show it once on camera. So hopefully this is some redemption for that.
I need to get to the sauce. That's pretty good. Look. We got cabbage, lettuce,
tomatoes, some kind of white cream. We asked for it very spicy. It tastes like a little tickle of spice, but it's really good. Tons and tons of flavor in that falafel. And after a dinner break and a little bit of relaxing time watching some YouTube, we're back at it behind our laptops to work our real jobs. Today I'm going to be working on some programming, and I like it to be dark when I'm programming because I'm just staring at little text on a screen. None of my coding is changing the world. I'm doing a lot of financial reports, but I can show you a quick peek at the kind of stuff that I do. I'm probably gonna have to blur most of this out just for data privacy reasons, but basically I'm working on a report that shows how much money was generated off of sales of software during a specific period of time. So this is what I get back from the sellers, this block of data, and I've already taken that data and got it to something a little bit cleaner where I can actually read the data, and then I've formatted that data a little bit prettier into a table that's more human friendly. And now all that I have left to do is actually integrate that table into the website and make it pretty and cohesive with everything else. And to kind of make it easier to code while I'm traveling, I actually run my own virtual machine on my computer, which is basically a little server that lives on my computer and chews up a little bit of my resources. And that way I can take my coding projects wherever I go with me, and I don't have to always rely on an internet connection. And about an hour later, and only a little bit of banging my head on the keyboard, this has now become this. It's too bright though. Before I go back to coding, I gotta turn off the lights. But that is what one of our work days looks like these days. At the same time, we've been doing loads of laundry all day, so it's still kind of like the recharge day that we were thinking of when we first started traveling, but we've kind of adapted to what our travel looks like now.
Oh, that's so true, huh? Because I remember we were posting our recharge day videos. We were like, you know, we were just at the start of our trips, and we're like, how is this gonna look like in the future? Well, ooh, future Moses and Yami. This is exactly what it looks like.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little insight into what a non-travel travel day looks like. And we spent $2 on delivery fees today. And I would say that those are $2 well worth it because it saved us well over an hour of having to go out and look for food and wait for food and crossing streets and sweating.
Having to shower twice, you know.
So I think going forwards for other work days, we're probably going to do more delivery because that worked out pretty well. Although we do sometimes like going out and kind of treating ourselves to a nice little dinner on work days because they're also our lowest spend days. so we
Yeah,
have a
that's
little
true.
more room.
Yeah, especially here in Vietnam, like food is a lot more affordable than it was in Thailand. So we like to take advantage of that too.
But we'll see you all tomorrow for the next big adventure.
Woohoo! See you tomorrow. Bye!